Hey, my love. How you doing, darling?
Hey, I'm good. How you doing today?
I am wonderful. How are you? How are you
I'm
feeling?
good. I'm excited. I think it's excitement, emotional. Like I didn't got the coffee, and I'm like, oh my God. And then when I started reading, I'm like, wait a minute, oh my God.
I'm going to introduce Lakeisha Taylor, who is a student of 90 Day Author. It's our online writing platform where we help educated Black women in the U.S.
Channel.
start, finish, and publish their book in 90 days. And when I tell you this lady right here, when she said she was ready to tell her story, she was ready to tell her story. She did everything that I asked her to do. She showed up to meetings. She did hit her word count. And she was just transparent and authentic as she could be. A lot of our meetings were felt more like therapy for both she and I.
Yeah, most
But
definitely.
yes, but if I could clone her 100 times, I promise you she is an ideal student. So for that, I am so honored to be going on to have went on this journey with you. Tell us
Thank
just a little
you.
bit about who you are, Lakeisha.
So I'm born and raised in St. Louis. I've recently moved from St. Louis. A mother of three. Sang in church, born and raised in church, entrepreneur. Recently moved to Texas, looking to do other things. Yeah, 304 it always be my home state,
Yeah.
but sometimes it come with a change. Life come with a change. Life come with a change. So I'm actually in the well, back in St. Louis, I had my own home health care. I let it go to move to Texas for better opportunities. It's always better opportunities. It's just not moving because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's for the opportunities. And now I'm a author, and I look to like journey further with this book to help to help ladies, men, everyone that's been through a situation like what I've been through.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, you all, I mean, it's her story, but I mean, I'm so proud of her for for being who she is today. It is heavy inside of the light, right? It's just like she is a light, but there was just a heaviness because of some of this 7 year stretch that's highlighted in her story. But it's so amazing. If you all knew that she was a testament to be here talking to us today. Lakeisha is not technically, medically supposed to even be alive. Yeah.
Facts. That's true.
Hmm.
I'm reading
So,
the first chapter of the book today. Like I'm like, oh my God, like I just got emotional, and I just look at myself like I really honestly overcame what supposed to took me out.
absolutely. Absolutely. And for that, this is what you, and I also honor you for heeding the call to tell your story, to help someone who is at the beginning to mitigate what you went through, or who's in the middle so they can navigate those choppy waters, or who has come out the other side so they know that there is a better day tomorrow. So I really appreciate
Hmm.
you for heeding that call. So let me ask you, when I reached out to you, what made you answer? What made you have to tell your story now?
First, it took me some time. Like, oh, I want to do that. Like, oh, I felt like because I felt like the band-aid was over the bruise. Like it was sealed up, and I'm done with it. Like I just never wanted to look back over it.
Mhm.
But as you hear like different stories, seeing different things on social media, how females, and not only females but males too, in certain domestic violence relationship, and how they are dying and everybody don't make it out. And
Yeah.
so like I got a story, I'm talking about a story where I was once a domestic violence I'm a domestic violence survivor. So like I'm not I wasn't. If it was left to the doctors, I wouldn't be here today.
Hmm.
Like I died three different times
Hmm.
in the situation.
Yeah.
Certain things happen, and I was like, if I can just help somebody,
Hmm.
if I could just like even to be to a go-to for like just to try to help them get out of the situation. Like I wouldn't want nobody. We're not punching bags for ones. We wasn't put on this earth to be punched on, hit on, beat on, abused. No, we wasn't here for that. And if I can help somebody else, if I can just help somebody else, it'll save another life. It'll A lot of us females, we just feel like, oh, that's what we got to put up with. That's what we got to take. And a lot of us don't make it out of situations like that. I'm one of them that made it after situation and then turn back and go back to the situation.
Yeah.
Like a lot of
Yeah.
folks don't know where to start or even to how to think to get out the situation or which direction should they go. And I'm here to help. And I want my book to reach to people where they can reach out and, hey, do you mind coming to talk to this group of females or this group? I definitely will, because if I can help somebody, the world will be much better. The world will be much better.
Absolutely. That's well said. And I commend you for that. And it's not like I'm trying to pump your head up, but I am just saying I'm constantly applauding you because there's someone that's listening or someone who will listen to this replay that has the same burning desire and they have the same voice in their head that's saying your story needs to be told and they're not telling it. Because somebody could go through the exact same thing you went through, but they have a different perspective. So they'll touch a different survivor. You see what I'm saying? So it was necessary. And I highly say that it is our responsibility to give back to those who are going through things that we have went through, both good and not so good. And so, in some cases, I mean, absolutely traumatic. I mean, what's the point of going through it if we can't
Mm-hmm.
pull somebody else through it? Why leave people
Mm-hmm.
behind? Right?
And I
So,
also
mhm,
I say this I'm gonna say this because sometimes we don't understand in life, but what I went through wasn't for me. It was to help the next person. So I went through what I went through to help the next person. And you just don't, hey, you never know. Like, it
right.
wasn't for me. I went through it for the next person.
Yeah.
Like I have a daughter, so I'm gonna tell you this story. I'm gonna raise you to my best ability to what I know, but I'm gonna tell you this story of what happened to me. You may stray away, but it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back and it's gonna click. Like, heck, I ain't trying to, because everybody don't make it out the situation. So I didn't go through what I went through for me. I went through it for the next female, for the next person.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So let me ask you, for people who I talk to so many women, and a lot of women feel like, yeah, I went through this and that, but who wants to read my story? What would you tell that person who is thinking about telling their story, but they're maybe afraid, hesitant to do it? What would you say to push them to go ahead and do their civic duty and tell their story?
I would tell them, tell the story. And I'm gonna tell the reason why you should tell the story, because you never know what the next female is going through. You never know how you can help the next female. You just never know how much a benefit you can be to the next female. Like, tell your story. Don't hold off on it, because it might be they might have a cousin, or even them. They might be going through the same thing and trying to figure out how to get out of this situation, but they scared to open their mouth about it, and that's a life you could save.
Ooh, that part right there. That part, a life you could save.
A life you
Lakeisha,
could
I
save.
applaud you because I feel like your book will save some lives. I think it will have some people mouths wide open. Like,
Yeah.
wait, what? Because we've had those conversations where I had you repeat yourself like 50, 11 times. Like, wait, what? Wait a minute, I'm sorry. Could you spell it out again? Did
Yeah.
you really say that this happened? So I was in awe of that you're here today. I mean, all praises. So thank you for giving that word for those that may be on the fence, for those that have that book that they need to birth. It's going to be painful until you write it. It is
Yeah, most
absolutely
definitely.
therapy. It's therapeutic. It's like you have to get it out. I'm sorry, you have to get it out. So whether you listen to me or Lakeisha or the next author, if you have a book that you have to birth, you're going to always be in pain until you get that on paper.
Most
Sorry.
definitely.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about your experience in the 90-day author journey and process? for those who don't know where to start and kind of like since you were new to the process, how it was for you?
So the reach out was like, I don't know if I should do this. Like, I don't know. I gotta, I had to pray over it. But then Um, I responded and I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. The first meeting, I listened to everything. I'm like, okay, I think I can do it. Cause I was like, nah, cause I felt like I didn't want to open up wounds, like even with my family members that was there through the process. I didn't want to open up that wound again. But in reality, the wound was never closed. It was just covered up.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, yeah. And then once I started getting when I met with you and you gave me the format and everything, I was like, okay, this is something I think I can do. And I'm like, and I second guessed it as I was writing because it became so emotional.
I know. I
Like,
used to push you. I
yeah.
was like, I'm gonna be hard on you. Be like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Because it was starting to become so emotional, and I think the emotions was more that it was just covered up and it was never really healed. So I'm like, okay. So as we got closer to the days, the meetings was great. Um, everything it was like everything was in order, and I'm big on organization. Like if it ain't in order, I don't want nothing to do with it because I feel like it's a waste of time. Um as it was getting closer to the end, I was more nervous. I was nervous. I was nervous. I was like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. And then, like, it was just like, as I finished my last word, it was like a relief. I just felt relieved.
Hmm.
Um, and I would recommend, like, if anybody got a story they want to tell, I definitely got somebody to recommend you to. That's gonna help you and gonna push you, like, stay on you, push you, get it out of you. It's therapeutic, very therapeutic,
Yeah.
very therapeutic. Like I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I'm glad that what I say, God sent an angel, and that's what I said. This was the angel sent for me to help more people and to get the story out there.
I love it. I love it. So you know what we're here for. So do you have your glass, ladies
I
and
do.
gentlemen out there? I would like to raise my glass and give a toast to my girl,
Thank
my new
you.
niecey poo. Lakeisha Taylor with her new book, Mixed Published Author. It publishes tomorrow on Amazon KDP. Love, Don't Bleed Red. Now, we have been in you all spaces. I've been in your face the whole time. I asked you to help her choose a title. I asked you to help her choose a cover. I've been in your face the whole time because, hey, this will be her potential avatar. So please go out and support. I am going to actually drop the link to her book, a QR code, and the link in the description of this video once I edit it. Because when I finish and save it, it's going to publish as lab, but I want to go in and edit so I can add some context to the actual video. So you all can just click in there and go ahead and purchase and support one of the 100 audacious women that will write and publish their books in the next year. So here's to you, Lakeisha.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
Cheers,
so
my girl.
much.
Cheers.
Yes.
So what has your family said? What has that been like? Or have you told everybody yet? And what's been the general consensus?
So now that the cat is out the bag, because I didn't tell nobody I was working, nobody knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
I take that back. One person knew about it. And then I end up having to be like, oh, mama, I need you. So I had to end up telling her,
Yeah, because you
but
need her
she
part.
don't know. Yeah, she don't like after she did what she did, she never looked back or you need anything else or
Mm-hmm.
none of that. So nobody knew about it. And then as time was getting closer, and I'm like, oh, we at the final, we at the end. And then it was like it was a surprise. So they like, wait a minute, you what? I'm like, yeah, I did something that I think yeah, y'all be proud of me about. So like my family is very proud of me. My kids, I could say we was listening to it, and my youngest son, he was like, "Mama, can you please turn it off?" And he was just boohooing, crying. And so my other two was all saying, I was like, "Listen," so we all crying, we all in this circle crying together. And I'm like, but we got what I said. One thing I want y'all to understand is this is something that I overcame. It's not
Mhm,
nothing that I have to go through no more. It's nothing that I want y'all to go through. And you don't have to live this type of life. I lived it for you all already. So
mhm,
it's nothing that you have to do. So it kind of, it comfort them. So now they excited. So when they seen the book come in the mail, they was like, Mama, Mama, look. So I was like, did you order all of us a copy? So I'm gonna order
um,
all of them a copy. They've been just going around the neighborhood like, my mom wrote a book. You should order her book. My mama wrote a book. You should order her book. So they've been telling their teachers and stuff like that.
mhm,
And I also have a book signing coming up in St. Louis on the
mhm.
31st of May.
Yeah,
And I would love to see you, your faces in a place. You ain't got to know me personally, but you're still invited to come. Like you're still invited to come. Order your book and meet me at the book signing in St. Louis, Missouri at Ground Zero on West Florissant. I'm excited. Like I'm
mhm,
excited, and I pray with this book release that it reaches the people that it needs to reaches. It opened up many doors for me
mhm.
to go help the next generation or
Yeah,
even the older generation because they go through it at
trust,
the age that they're at. So it's no
trust.
age limit on it.
Yeah,
Um, I'm really looking forward to seeing what's in stores for me, especially to see what God got in stores for me with this book.
I think it's going to be nothing but great things. It's just beautiful from here on out. You've been in enough darkness, right? So now you're
Yeah,
going to carry the light to the next
I'm ready.
generation, to all generations. And thank you so much for sharing your story and rocking with me through this process. It has been nothing, I mean, shy of a pleasure.
I appreciate you so much. Oh my God, I appreciate you. It's just not enough that I can say like I appreciate you. Even reaching out, I appreciate you because
Absolutely.
you didn't know me, but now we
Absolutely.
locked in.
We like being, we like being here. I love it. And I know you have more book signings. So even though we had that discrepancy on the schedule, I can't be there in St. Louis on the 31st. I know you're gonna have many more, and I will be in the place to be.
Oh, that's I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. It's gonna take off, and I'm gonna allow this book to open up the doors that's supposed to be open for me. And hey, I'm here as an advocate, and I'm here to talk, to help the next person. Hey,
I will.
I'm just glad that I survived what should have took me out.
Absolutely. And people will be, telling you, if they read the book prior to coming to the signing, everybody's gonna want to give you a hug. Like, let me touch this angel. I know this person is not really alive. And so, are you real? And so
Yeah, if
I
you in
can't wait
St.
to put my
Louis.
hands on you too. Huh?
If y'all in St. Louis, and you come to the book signing like we are doing the answer, question and answer, because I know it's gonna be questions behind like why you do this, like what
Right.
made you, and listen, it's gonna get deep, and I'm gonna get deep right with y'all and let y'all know my truth.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I think our conversations allowed you to say, you know what, I'm comfortable with getting deep because we was fighting in some of
Yeah.
them things right there.
Because at first I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that. I'm not telling it. But yeah, it most definitely like, okay, this is my truth. So don't nobody know how I felt. Can't nobody tell me how. Only I can tell you how I felt. Only I
Absolutely.
can tell you what was the feeling of the beating. What was the feeling of the black eyes. Only I
Yeah,
can tell you that.
yeah.
But at first I was like, I'm not gonna be telling them that I was walking around with black eyes.
Because that's it. You had to. You had to. I'm sure it was like losing weight once you finally finished.
Yeah.
It was
It
just
was
like,
like it was a relief.
yeah,
It was like a okay, like yeah.
yeah. Once again, I'm so proud of you.
It definitely allowed me to look at life a lot different. Like when I say a
Mhm.
lot different, like I ain't stuck up, I ain't mean or nothing, but I just don't play with life. I like
Right.
to have fun, but I don't play with life. Like
Yeah,
I would never allow anyone to put me back through what I've been through and what I became and what I survived. I wouldn't do it.
absolutely. And with that being said, I'm gonna drop her information in the description below. I'll tag her book signing in St. Louis as well as where you can support this newly published author, Lakeisha Taylor. Love Don't Bleed Red. Here's to you, a 90-day author. I love you, sis. I love you, Nisi Poo. And
I
we will
love you
speak soon.
too.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.